Hi guys, I'm Liz Whitney. As always, our exercises are going to be dealing with alignment, how we stand as singers, support, what we do with our ribs, what we do with our diaphragm, and then how we incorporate through our warm-up. So alignment, first you want to start with your feet. Feet are meant to be shoulder width apart. Jack is watching our warm-up. Feet are meant to be shoulder width apart with our weight primarily in our heels. And this is meant to be because when your weight is in your heels, you're much less likely to bring your head forward. You want your head balanced on your neck, but we'll get to that in just a moment. So feet shoulder width apart, weight primarily in your heels, knees are relaxed, hip joints are relaxed, almost like you could sit down or do a squat at any point, okay? Then we're gonna skip through this section for just a moment and we're gonna come up to the sternum. When you're standing for singing, you want to feel like your sternum is gently elevated up towards the ceiling, and you should allow your shoulders to fall back and down, and arms are just gently resting at the sides. I'll come down back towards you guys again. There's just a little bit of space under the armpits when you do that. Neck is elongated, chin is tucked, and then the top of the head is also gently pulled up and towards the ceiling. And remember to keep those knees nice and loose, hip joints nice and loose, weight in the heels. Now we're going to talk briefly about support, and we're going to keep coming back to all of this while we sing. Support is this concept that when we inhale as singers, our ribs lift, they expand, and then our belly, sides, and lower back all expand. And the reason that happens is because on our inhale, the diaphragm, the big muscle that sits on top of the stomach, descends. It pushes down. So your entire midsection on the inhale should feel like it's moving out. Notice that on my inhale, I dropped my jaw. My head didn't shoot forward. My knees were relaxed. My hip joints were relaxed. My head didn't go anywhere, but my entire midsection expanded. So I'm going to show you that again. It's almost like you've been surprised or you're about to yawn. At the same time that you do that, you can bend your knees and bend your hip joints a little bit. So we're going to just practice inhaling together. Try that again. Ready, and. Okay, great. So then we're going to just make some sounds after we've done that inhale. We're going to start with an but before you do that, it has to be a conscious inhale, and don't worry about the pitch of the for now. So it's But the big thing with that is that the ribs continue to move out and the diaphragm continues to push down, meaning the belly continues to move out, the sides continue to move out, and the lower back continues to move out. That's the whole idea of breath support. So I'm going to put my hands on my belly to show you what I'm talking about. We're going to do it together. Put my hands on my ribs. Do it again. It's the same thing with singing. When you go to sing, the sound shouldn't feel like it's leaving your body. It should feel like it's contained in your body. So now we're going to actually add pitch to that We're going to go. Let's try that together. We're going to hold it for 4 beats. Ready, and. And then to stop your sound, you inhale again. So that on either side of every phrase that you sing, there's a conscious inhale. Okay, we're gonna do it on this pitch. Ready, and okay, this pitch. Ready, and okay, one more. Now we're going to do some more but this time we're going to add 2 notes. So this time we're going to do so down to do, but on so it's And as you do that, make sure on your inhale, the ribs lift, the diaphragm pushes down. And when you go from so to do, there's a little bit of a slide, and you do that slide by pulling your ribs out, continuing to pull your ribs out, and pushing your diaphragm down. And notice that as I do this, I kind of sit down into it too. So it's notice that my head doesn't come forward. We're gonna do another one. Ready, and we're gonna do a few more. One more. Okay, now we're gonna change it up. No more ums for a little bit. We're gonna do some e's, okay? So we're gonna do do, mi, do on E. So it's gonna be lifting the ribs, let the head balance on the neck, belly comes out, sides come out, lower back comes out, and then they continue to expand while you E. And notice that just like with that so down to do on I'm kind of bending my knees and sitting down into it. Let's try that together. E. Up a full step. E. Up a full step. E. And it's so tempting as we go through, it's called the passaggio, that place in the voice where it's like, this is no longer that lower speaky part of my voice, it's that other part of my voice, chest voice, head voice. It's the passaggio, that break in the voice. As we go through that, it's really tempting to lose support and to either push or like lose it. That's exactly where you need to practice support. Drive your ribs, belly, sides back out. Keep your head balanced and sit down into it. Keep your sound in your body. Don't give your sound away. Ready, and we're gonna do one more. Okay, the last exercise we're gonna do is just vocal sirens. You don't need a piano for that. You don't really need a piano for any of this. It's just nice for frame of reference. So a vocal siren, there's lots of different versions of these, but the one I like is from a low E in your voice to a high ah, back down to a low E. Everything we've done in your body is the same. It's sit down into it a little bit, bend those knees, bend those hip joints, feel the weight in your heels. Don't let your head follow your sound. Let your head stay balanced on your neck. String pulling your head up towards the ceiling. I'm gonna model this one time and then I'm gonna have you do it with me. So it's E.